y'all. I'm Diana Brienne, and I'm going to give a few minutes to see if anyone jumps on here today. I didn't give any kind of notice, as usual, that I would be on, and I was actually heading out to the gym, and I just got in from my 5-mile run, and I thought, you know what, I hadn't been on in quite a few days. And I didn't know when I was going to get on. I thought, you know what, I have a couple minutes. I'm soaking wet. Long story short, it's raining out. And I knew before I left that there might be intermittent showers. And so I got out there and I got caught in the rain. So anyhow, I'm back in. It's raining out. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to take a few minutes and I'm going to come on and see if anybody pops on. It's kind of an odd time of the day for me to come on, and it's an odd time of the day to do the live streaming because usually no one's home. So I thought I would come on here, and even if no one shows up, people can watch it in recording, and which is always fine to do. And often people are not getting my notifications until the next day, and of course the live stream has already been done. So I'll give a couple moments, and if no one comes on, I'm just going to talk a little bit. And then anyone that wants to watch this in replay is very welcome to. I have to tell you a funny little story. I have about 20 pairs of eyeglasses, and I'm really working hard at not wearing my eyeglasses when I read. Now, I never wore glasses until 2 years ago when I started back to college full time. And because I'm behind the screen all the time, it weakened my eyes a little bit, and I felt the need to wear glasses, which only weakened my eyes, in my opinion, more. And so I ended up with about 20 pairs of glasses, prescription glasses, and I have about 5 that I love, 5 or 6. Well, I lost all 6 of those pairs that I love. And I was running around with all these ugly pairs that I don't love so much. They work, but I don't like them. And so I couldn't find them. Well, I ended up finding 1 pair in the dishwasher. They had gone through the whole cycle, got really clean, because I wear them on my head and then they fall off. Well, this morning, my daughter, she was leaving for work because she spends the night here a lot. And she's leaving for work. She said, Mom, I found your glasses over by the hose rolled up, because I had taken the hose to wash the car. And so the hose was over there, and my glasses were over there. Fortunately, she found them. So now I have 2 out of the 5 or 6 pairs of my favorite glasses. So I thought I would share that little story with you. So anyhow, so then today I had my school day, but my semester is finalizing now. It's almost over, and I've done really well. I've gotten straight A's, except for one class I have a very high B in, and I'm taking off the summer. I'm not going to do the winter. I'm not going to do the summer. And I did last summer, and I've done straight through for almost 2 years, and I felt like I needed a break. I want to enjoy my summer. And then I'm going to go back full swing in the fall with 6 heavy duty classes, which 3 is normal, and then finish up with that particular agenda there, and then move on and transfer out to another university, which is a major university that I've got my eyes set on, my sights set on. And so that's what I'm doing. So today I had my classes, but it wasn't too much. I had a major final test that I took. I got an A on it, so that was good. And so now what I'm doing is I am getting ready to go to the gym, I think, depending on the rain, but I think I'll probably go to the gym and do a workout. And got my new oven in. Now, it's not finished yet, because if you look way behind, there's a board across the top of it. It's a custom built oven, and they just installed it this morning. We waited like 4 months for it, about 3 months and some change. And finally they installed it, but they put a board. It was actually a fitted board, a fitted piece of wood, and we have to paint it yet. So once that's painted, I'll show you my new oven, and it's beautiful. It's a top oven, bottom oven, convection oven. It's a really beautiful oven, really, really nice. It does everything. So anyhow, I did that. We got my classes done. I got my oven done, and I'm trying to get back into my routines. You know, I have a lot of wonderful routines. I love my routines. I just can't fit them all in. And sometimes I feel like, I have to squeeze them in, like, doing a live stream. And normally I would come on at 1 o'clock and 9 o'clock, but here lately I've not been on. And so no one knows to look for me or anything else. So hopefully you all watch this in replay. And so anyhow, what I really got to thinking about today was living your best life. And that's what I talk about. That's what my channel is about, is living your best life. And I really do talk about just about every subject out there. Every subject that is out there, I talk about with a limitation. I don't talk politics because it's very divisive. I have my own opinion, but I know that 50% of the world has a different opinion. And so I don't talk it because my channel, that's not my lane to talk. My lane to talk is wisdom, motivation, inspiration, how to live your best life. Yes, politics is part of our life, but it's just a part that I don't discuss publicly. I have my private opinions. I discuss it with some people, but not with everyone. And that's not what my channel is about. And so, you know, I talk a lot about everything, and I talk about, you know, living your best life, because you know what, at every age and at every stage, you want to live your best life. You want to be your best, and you want to live your best. And if you're not living your best, you're not going to be your best. And living your best and being your best really requires right decisions, and it requires right choices. And so this is the thing, is if you want to live a happy life, then you are going to have to make happy decisions. And, you know, you just are going to have to do that. That's just how it works. And so, hey, Marilyn Pale, welcome, welcome, my friend. I'm sitting here talking to myself, Marilyn. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for coming, Marilyn. Marilyn, you know, I used to be on a time schedule with my lives. I usually came on about 1 o'clock in the afternoon and came on about 9 o'clock at night. But I have been so busy that I have not been on schedule. So no one knows when to look for me. And I'm not giving out any kind of notice beforehand for people to know that I'm on. And then YouTube doesn't usually push us out if we don't put notification out. They don't push us out for sometimes 24 hours. And then, of course, the live stream is done, and then everyone watches it in replay. So I've learned to sit here and talk to myself, and then everyone watches it in replay. How are you doing, Marilyn? How are you doing? You're my new friend, and I'm so glad to meet you. I know I met you through Motivational Jock, who's a personal friend of mine, and I was on his channel, his stream with one night up there. I don't know if that's when you saw me or not. Welcome, Sayo Ban, my friend. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Let me give you a blue wrench there. And Sayaban, as I was telling Sayahan, Cyberhand, as I was telling Marilyn, I didn't expect anyone to come on today because YouTube does not push me out for about 24 hours for some unknown glitch reason. And so I just came on here in hopes that maybe someone would show up. And so both of you did. And I am so grateful that you both showed up. So thank you. Thank you. And but we're having rain outside. I got caught in the rain. I'm all wet. I was on my way to the gym, and I thought, you know, I had not been on here in a while. And so I thought, I'm just going to pop on here before I go to the gym, and it'll give me time to dry off a little bit. Because, you know, I do my 5-mile run every day, rain or shine, unless it's thundering or really, really yucky weather. And it wasn't yucky. It was really nice rain. It really was. It was a really warm type of mist rain. And so I was out there, and before that I did my college work. You know, I'm 63, almost 64-year-old college student. And so I did my college work, and then, you know, I try to get to the gym if I can. And normally I do aerobics Monday through Thursday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I do the elliptical in the swimming pool, but I'm all off schedule. I'm totally off schedule right now, trying to get my life back on schedule, because with the busyness that I have in my life, which is really busy. I have a family of 3 young adult kids. 2 live at home, and my other one is always here. And I have welcomed the pigeon lady, my friend. Wonderful, wonderful to see you. And so I have 3 young adult kids, and then I have a husband, and we have a beach house, and we're going back and forth. And I'm finishing up my semester I have a full load of college courses, finishing up very hard college courses, you know, working out every day, cooking, painting, being an artist, and being a YouTuber. So my life is full. It's full. But, you know, I just did a video called Get More Sleep. And I haven't put it up yet, and I will. And one thing I do make sure is that I get my sleep. I get my sleep. You know, you don't function as well when you're not rested. And so I make sure that I get my sleep and I get my rest, and I'm into totally eating healthy. I'm back to really trying to be a strict vegan slash vegetarian. Sometimes I fall off the wagon if I'm out and about and we're out at a nice restaurant or a restaurant, but I don't like to eat out that much because I like my own cooking, to be honest. I cook healthy. I know what goes into the food. Welcome, Hanging with Mr. J. Welcome. Have you noticed I'm doing this without glasses? Now, I do have my glasses, okay, but I am doing this without glasses. And I can see clearly. And the Pigeon Lady says your art is amazing. Love it. Thank you, the Pigeon Lady. Thank you. So let me talk about the glasses for a minute. You know, I have 20 pairs. I just talked about that before anyone showed up here in the stream. I lost 5 or 6 of my good pair. My daughter found a pair out by the hose this morning and brought them in. And I found a pair in the dishwasher. So now I have 2 of them out of the 6 back. I ordered like 6 new pairs. So I'm good to go. But, you know, I only started wearing glasses 2 years ago when I started back to college because I was sitting behind this computer like 14 hours and it weakened my eyes. So the more dependent I became on glasses, the more dependent I became. And so I decided I wanted to get off of the glasses, and I'm really working hard. But one of the things I did, and I'm not recommending this, I'm not saying that works, I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying what I have noticed. I started back on apple cider vinegar or vinegar because I drink both, regular vinegar and cooking vinegar, you know, the kind you can eat, the kind you can digest. And I went back on it every day. And all of a sudden I can see without my glasses. So do the two go together? I don't know, but it just happened. And like here, I can read the Pigeon Lady without glasses. Okay. I only have 1 pair. I had 5. I lost them all. That's me, the Pigeon Lady. That's me. I had 20 pairs. I lost 6. And now I've got 2 back out of the 6. And they're my favorites because the other ones are really ugly. So if you see me with really ugly glasses, that's what happened. But I'm trying to do it without. You know, but one of the things, I did order glasses that have the blue tint to them so that when I'm looking at the screen, it serves me better. But yeah, you know, it's almost 64 years old, which I will be in about less than a month, 64, which is a big number. It's a year before 65. I can do this without glasses, which is amazing, which I think is really amazing. Yes, Hanging with Mr. J. Now, Mr. J, I'm not recommending it, and I'm not saying that the two are connected. What I am saying is I started back on the apple cider vinegar, and all of a sudden I could see again. You know, read without glasses. And I don't know. I don't know if it's connected or whatever, but I can just see, like, I can read what you're writing. You can type something else in and I'll read it. Okay, let me see. I'm long distance. I can read up close, but I can't see maybe like 2 cars ahead. Everything's so blurry from far away. See, did that without glasses. I read the whole thing fast. I couldn't do that. Only started with glasses at 28 and I'm 35 now. You know, the Pigeon Lady, I didn't start to glasses till 62. And I really regret it in a way because even though the eye doctor told me, he said, no, glasses don't affect your vision. I can tell you either the glasses did or sitting behind the computer did, one or the other. Rosalind, welcome. Wonderful to see you, my friend. Thank you for coming. I'm surprised anyone has showed up because I gave no notice. YouTube does not push me out for 24 hours for whatever their reason is. And I've had this glitch for maybe 6 months. And so now that I'm off time schedule, because I was on the 1 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. schedule. So people just automatically looked for me at those times, you know, and now, you know, people don't know to look for me. And if I'm not pushed out by YouTube, then, you know, people don't know. Yeah, the Pigeon Lady, I think so. I absolutely think you are absolutely right. And Absolutely, Rosalind. Rosalind, if you would, let me tell you, if you will do me a favor, go to one of my videos, whatever video I put up today, because tonight when I go to do my comments, when I see your comment, just ask me in the comment, when you leave me a comment over on today's video, not this live stream, but my video I put up, just ask me to come over and look at your video, and I will tonight. I will come over and play your video and leave a comment, okay? That's the best way to do it. What I do is I get up in the morning, I go for my run normally, and I come back and I do my videos. Today I did my videos after I did my college work, because I had the men here installing my new oven. And so, and then I began to put the videos up. Now today I did 5 or 6 videos. And what I don't use that day, I put in the archive for days that I can't do a video, that I'm too busy. And then I pull one out. And, let me see. And 12 hours a day in a computer, you're not getting outside in the sunlight, exercising the muscles and the eye, and working in low artificial light ruins your eyes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. I totally agree. 10%. Hey, great, my friend, to see you. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful 10%. Great to see you. So I wanted to come on here today and just kind of open it up. I mean, I'm surprised anyone has showed up. So, that's the first thing. I have only one pair. I already have new prescription. I just need a new pair for a backup. Yep, I have 20 pairs and I need every pair of them because I lose them. I lose them. They fall off my head. I told you one was in the dishwasher. One was out by the hose on the side of the house. I mean, I lose my glasses, and my sunglasses I sit on. But I have a favorite sunglass store about 45 minutes away, an hour away, that I go to. Each pair is about $10 and they're beautiful. And so that's where I get my sunglasses. But I order my eyeglasses online with a prescription. And except for one time I got a bad pair. Other than that, I got great pairs of glasses. Otherwise, I mean, it's like the one pair I just paid like $75 for, and it would be $650 at the eye doctor. So yeah, you got to really take care of your glasses, the Pigeon Lady. But you know what, the Pigeon Lady, unless you have really severe vision problems, I found that the dollar store glasses work for me. They do, except they break. They break pretty fast. So that's the only issue with those. But I thought, well, you know what? I come on here, and anyone that had a wisdom question, an inspiration question. Now, I don't give advice. I don't give suggestions. I just share with you my opinion. But if you had a question, I would love to answer or give you my opinion on it, whatever it happens to be. I thought maybe somebody might have some questions, because I get a lot of questions, and then I don't, feel like making a whole video about the question necessarily. And so I don't really get to answer the question because it's over here on YouTube. And I don't like to put it in a comment, because there's usually more than a few words that you want to say in regards to somebody's question. And so sometimes I like to open up the live, to questions if people had one. Yeah, the Pigeon Lady. One thing, the Pigeon Lady, that I did notice is when I wear my glasses all the time, when I go to drive, I'm not as clear. And so that's why I don't want to wear glasses anymore, because it takes me time to refocus, to refocus my eyesight. And now I'm good. I'm like, you can see, I'm reading everything that you put up there. And I wasn't able to do that, a week or so ago when I was on my live. Well, I think a week ago was when I started the apple cider vinegar. So I think I was starting to, and like I said, I'm not saying the two go together. I'm just saying it was at the same time that I started it. So, I mean, that's the only, I don't know. So I got caught in the rain, and I'm a wet mess here. Just, I dried off when I came in, and I'm like, so. The Pigeon Lady, I was even considering that, but I want to wait and see if I can do it, maybe magically. I could reverse my aging process. Winners happen. Welcome, welcome. Wonderful to see you with a wonderful channel, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Winners happen. I talk a lot about this, but the other day, I'll tell you, I was, after I finish all my comments, and usually I get them done around midnight, because I was doing my live streams up to about 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock. Then I go do comments. And then after my comments, I surf the net a little bit. And I came across this lady because they know that I'm, I do a lot of researching on vegan and vegetarian. And this woman popped up that was on a talk show, and she was 70 years old. She looked 40. Absolutely stunning and amazing. No plastic surgery. I mean, people say all the time, oh, you've had to have plastic surgery. You can't be 63, 64 years old and, not have had plastic surgery. The only plastic surgery I ever had was when I was 39. I had a mini facelift. It didn't work, and they don't last. Okay. And I didn't need it. So that was 30 years ago, whatever. It was something like almost 30 years ago. So, oh, that's great. The pigeon lady. That's great. And so, I'm all about health. I have my apple cider vinegar. I have my celery juice. I have my lemon juice. I'm primarily vegan, vegetarian, but not exclusively. Sometimes I'll have a piece of fish, sometimes a piece of chicken, sometimes a piece of meat. It depends. But I'm very careful what I eat. I try to eat whole foods. I just did a video, I haven't put it up yet, about junk food and how junk food can make you fat because it's addicting. There's stuff in junk food that draws us to it, and then we no longer want to eat real food. Oh, that's wonderful, the pigeon lady. I love vegan recipes. And now yesterday I made what was it? I made coleslaw burgers. Now I've done a video called coleslaw burgers. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's really good. You would say coleslaw burgers. I've never heard of such a thing. They're fantastic. They're kind of like grated potatoes. They're really, really good. Taha TV, welcome, my friend. Welcome. You're new here. Welcome. And so what I do is with the coleslaw, I take a bag. I don't dice the cabbage. I get a bag of coleslaw mix, the kind that's in the bag. And then I mix, now you can mix egg in there if you're vegetarian. I use vegan egg mixture. And then I use some onions, some garlic. I don't use salt. I use pepper, some other seasonings, and I fry it in a little bit of coconut oil and a little bit of flour. Oh, they are so good. So awesome. So awesome. I'm doing great, Taha. And how are you? How are you doing? I am doing great. I'm all about the fitness. At almost 64 years old, I've seen so many friends either pass or get sick. And I don't want to be that. I want to be healthy. Hey, Ellie Lee, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful friend. Welcome, welcome. And so I'm all about taking care of me, physically, mentally, spiritually, relationship-wise, financially, my looks, even though I'm a bit of a mess right now, because I just came in from the rain. I believe in taking care of me. So don't let anyone make you feel bad about taking care of you, because they should not. Really? So I think I have some chia seeds. You have to soak them. And what do you do with them? The pigeon lady, what do you do with them? Thank you, Ellie Lee. Thank you. I was telling everyone earlier that I came in from the rain. I was out running and I got caught in the rain. And it wasn't a heavy rain, but it was enough to get me wet. And so I was going to the gym, but I thought, well, before I go to the gym, I want to kind of dry off a little bit, but I don't want to go take a shower because I'm going to sweat again, when I'm on the doing all my exercises. And thank you, Marilyn. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. And so I thought, well, you know what? I'll just pop on here. Wow, wow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I thought, you know what? I'll just let me see. Just a second, everybody. Okay. And, I'm very careful about everything in my stream. I really, really am. And let's see. Yeah, just a second. Okay. Okay, got it. Got it. Yeah. Sometimes I miss something right at first. I don't see something, and then I address it. Okay. Sometimes it takes me a moment. Okay. You know, there's all kinds of people in the YouTube world, and we have to remember that. And just because we are positive thinkers or we think a certain way does not mean that everyone else thinks that way. Okay. And so, you know, just because we are positive minded, we have to remember that not everybody is. Okay. So moving on, about being healthy and taking care of yourself. That's what you have to do. Good, Chaha, good. You know, I have 5 channels, by the way. So if you're not connected to all 5 channels, please do that. My links are all pinned to the top of my comment section under my daily videos. Now, it's not under this one, but if you go to my daily videos, you will see that. And so the thing is that you can connect with me that way. And I would be thrilled if you did. And that way, if you connect with me, I will connect back with you with all 5 channels as well. And so, you know, I have 5 channels because I had a glitch on this channel a while back. And I just couldn't I couldn't grow. What happened was I was growing about 250 a day. And I made it up to 26,000. I didn't know that because it was only registering like around 12.2 at the time. And in December, I contacted YouTube and they said, yes, you have 26,000, but we can't give them back because we deleted them because they were spam. Well, spam is anything they decide that is spam. And so basically what happened was I'm losing long-term friends that they consider spam. They delete, like people that I go on their channel all the time and they come on my channel. So they're not spam, but they get deleted. So I have to go back in and resubscribe. Well, that's happening with, you know, a lot of people. And so I lose people daily as well as gain people. So instead of gaining 250 a day, yesterday I think I gained 40, which was unusual because normally I gain about 20 or 10. And thank you, Chaha. Thank you. Thank you. And so the thing is that you want to, you really want to just keep on keeping on when it comes to YouTube. But I did have, so I created the 5 channels, and thank you, Chaha, thank you. I created the 5 channels so that I would have backup channels. I think you should at least have 1 backup channel, whether you use it or not. It's a good idea to have a backup channel. And so I have backup channels. And I'm very happy. You know, it's a lot more work though, because I post videos on all 5 of my channels. I really, really do. I post videos. So, you know, living your best life is also knowing when to say no to people, and when to say yes. You know, we have to learn to say yes to the right things and no to the wrong things. And there are wrong people for our lives and there are right people for our lives. And, you know, we'll meet right people on YouTube. Now, just because we don't connect with somebody and just because we don't have something in common doesn't make them a bad person, doesn't make us a bad person. And it just means that we don't have anything in common. So don't try to make somebody out bad who is not bad. They're just different than you are, different agenda. Maybe you have different goals, different ideas, you know, and so we have to remember that. But there are people that we should, you know, that when I say I'm talking from my perspective, that we should not be connected to, because there's a lot of people with agendas that are not good out there, including on YouTube. And so the thing is that you want to, the best way to make friends, and how I grew so quickly is that I became a friend. I went over to people's channels, I watched a video, I left a comment, and I would say between 50 and 75% of those people came back to my channel. They came back to my channel. And that was what was wonderful. You know, that was what was wonderful. They came back to my channel and connected. So 75% or 50%, that's a pretty good number. You know, you're not going to get 100%, But if you don't do anything, then you're going to get nothing. So I connect with people, you know, I leave a nice comment pertaining to the video. You want to be in reference to that video so that it doesn't get lost. And click the little notification bell, click subscribe, and, you know, they'll keep you and you'll keep them. Mr. J, yes. And this is really what's happening. People that I know well, people that I've been on their channel panels constantly, they've been on mine, we're losing each other. Okay, I'm not losing the new people. I don't, you know, people say, oh, you're going to lose the new people. I'm not losing the new people. I'm losing my old people, and they're not unsubscribing, and they're losing me. Okay, so, and I'm not unsubscribing. So this is the thing. So many, like, you know, my old time friends don't get notifications because they've been unsubscribed again, and then they don't realize yet that they've been unsubscribed. So they have to come back and subscribe. So instead of growing the 250 a day that I was growing rapidly, I'm growing much slower now. Even though I grow maybe 250 a day, I don't keep 250 a day. Okay, I lose along the way. But I'm happy. I'm almost at 14K. And it's not about numbers, it's about friendships. I love the numbers, but it's about friendship. And, you know, it's just, you know, the journey of YouTube. Some people get frustrated. I understand that frustration, but you got to take your eyes off the number and keep it on why you're here. You're here because you enjoy making content. You're here because you enjoy making friends. You're here because you enjoy watching other people's content. You know, you have to know why you're here. You have to know why you're here. And so that's really the whole thing about it. You know, that's, you have to really, you just have to know that, that why you're here. And so I do know why I'm here. I originally came on, created a channel 11 years ago for my kids. So when I came up publicly, what I call publicly, a year ago, a little over a year ago, I had 200 subscribers, 200 a year ago. And they were all people I knew, except for one. They were all people I knew. And then I grew rather quickly. And then all the stuff with YouTube started happening. And then, you know, it slowed me down. But that's okay. I'm the tortoise now instead of the hare. So that's the way it is. You know, that's the way it is. But yeah, I did a video today called Declining. Don't let your life go into a state of decline. And I'm going to put that up. Probably that'll be my next video that goes up. I was editing when I came on here. And it takes a while to upload these things and make thumbnails and tag and title and all of that, you know. Welcome, welcome, Cousina and Annabelle. Welcome, welcome. Give you a blue wrench, my friend. And this one, it was called, it's called Decline. Don't let your life decline, or something like that. I still have to put the title in, but it's about declining. And, you know, and how that came about was, we have kind of a social media type thing around here that's local, for local. And someone was talking about a restaurant that they loved. And now it's like in their mind, at least what they said, because I haven't been back for a long time to that restaurant. They said it declined, that service was terrible, the food was terrible. And a lot of people piled on and said the same thing, except for maybe one. And so I'm thinking that actually, I know the circumstances behind it a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. And I think it's because of their circumstances changed, and they're trying to sell the restaurant. And, you know, sometimes when circumstances change that you didn't expect, or even that you expected but didn't prepare for, things can go into a nosedive or a decline. So I always believe in trying to forecast out potential issues so that we can either avoid them or be prepared for them so they don't affect our lives. And so I did that video. And so be looking for that video. It'll have the word decline in it, you know, don't let your life decline, or don't decline, or, you know, I haven't made up the title yet, like I said, but the video should be done editing, and minus the title. And you know, when you do the videos, you have to put a correct title in, because your title is what's going to push you out. Your title is your main thing that's going to push you out. Your thumbnail is what people are going to be attracted to. And then all your tagging. Your tagging is minor compared to the rest, I think. And of course, your content's got to be great for people to want to watch it. I did a live yesterday, but I lost it. After the live, I tried to make mods for my channel, but it got deleted. I'll replace it later this week? Yeah, you know, Mr. J, you know, you just, when it comes to lives, I'm not a live streamer, even though I live stream. Okay, I probably live stream just as much as anybody else, but I'm a content maker. That's why I'm here. I make content. And so when I come on live is not, that's not why I originally came here. I came here to make content, you know, my videos. Because I originally made them for my kids, and I still make them for my kids, you know, different wisdom subjects that inspire me to talk about. Life, common sense, wisdom, you know, everyday topics that we often don't even think about, but affect our life. And so, like I said, I don't give advice. I don't give suggestions. I don't give any of that. I don't give information. I just share my perspective on different issues. That's it. You know, I share different perspectives. And, you know, and how that all took place is my kids were young, and I wanted them to have a running dialogue of mommy's wisdom for someday. If they ever wanted to tap into it, all they have to do is go look up a YouTube video and say, what would mom say? And actually, one of my channels is called What Would Mom Say? Exclamation, Diana Brienne Fairchild. So yeah, so I did. I said, you know, I created a channel. So I hope you connect to all 5 of my channels, because I will connect back with you if you do it the right way and leave me a comment and all that. So one of me is like 5 subscribers. Okay. And like I said, the links are pinned to the top of the comment section below all of my daily recorded videos. Okay. I put them under all of my videos. And tell your friends about my channel. I really appreciate it. We help each other. We share out. I share out people all the time, whether they're live streaming or whether they're videos. I share. And, you know, the more we share each other, like if I notice that you share me, I'm going to come back and share you. Hey, War Eagle, my friend. Welcome. There you go. And so I share people out constantly. And if they share me out, make sure I get back. Like Undale shares me out constantly. UNNDEL, fantastic channel, inspirational channel, very much like mine, except she drives around Norway, you know, talking wisdom. And I'm usually in my kitchen talking wisdom, or grandma's porch talking wisdom. And she shares all of my videos out, and I share all of her videos out. Why? Because we love each other's content. And number 2, it helps each other. So, you know, if I know someone's sharing me out, I'm going to be sharing them out. Okay. If their video is permissible for me to share out. And so, you know, that's one of the ways to grow. Build a share team. You know, get 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 people together that you all share each other's videos. Hey, Un, you must have heard me talking about you, my friend. Did you just hear me talking about you? Or did you just pop on? I've been talking about you, Un. Hey, welcome, Shareem's, JB, and Mary Ann. Welcome. Unjel is here, everybody. She's amazing and fabulous. And she's the one I was just talking about. We share each other out constantly. And I love her content. She loves mine. So that's the first. You don't want to share someone's content that you don't believe in. That's got to be a rule. But outside of that, if someone shares me out, I share them out. Yeah, I think another channel is Wise. Oh, that's wonderful, War Eagle. That's wonderful. Life, that's an adventure. What an adventure. Live your adventure. Your adventure could be going to the dollar store, okay? Your adventure could be whatever you choose it to make. Your adventure could be joining a gym, or it could be traveling the world. It's whatever you choose to make, but live your adventure. Live your adventure. You know, we have a little home on the beach, about 4.5, 5 hours away, depending on the traffic, sometimes 7. And we've renovated it so that our whole family can enjoy it. So we've made this a family adventure, But now we're taking day trips, a lot of day trips, creating day trips as part of our adventure. You know, create your own adventure. I go to the gym. That's my fitness adventure. I eat healthy. That's my eating healthy adventure. You know, whatever your adventure, you create your own adventure. And so it's wonderful when you create your own adventure and get busy just creating your own best life. Your own best life. So anyone that doesn't have Undell, please connect with Undell. She's fabulous. You will love her channel. She will inspire you. She does a lot of premieres. She got to teach me how to do premieres because I haven't done a premiere yet. Oh, okay. Thank you, my beautiful friend. Thank you. Un and I, Un's not as old as I am, but we both go to college. How great is that? How awesome is that? You're never too old to go back to school. Okay, at 62 years old, I went back and I'll be 64. Wow, War Eagle. See, that's amazing. And you could write books about it and stories about it. And that is amazing. And that is so, so wonderful. So when you're living your dream, live your dream. Live your dream. Life goes by fast, okay? And so my husband and I, we sit up at night. Not every night, but some nights we sit and we watch some. We have some favorite YouTube channels we only watch together. It's usually RV channels, boating channels, people living the adventure. And that really got us motivated to renovating our beach house. You know, and one couple said that their son got sick, and that really changed everything. You know, and when he got sick, they made a decision. They wanted to create great family memories, and the son is fine now. But you know, so live your adventure now, and include the people that you love if you can. Include the people that you love. You know, so that's why we're back. We created a family adventure that includes our kids, our young adult kids, living, you know, part-time at the beach. And so, you know, create your own adventure because, you know, at the end of it, you're going to have your memories and everything else goes into a box and other people own it. You know, when I pass on, everything will be divided up or go wherever it goes. You know, no longer will be mine except for my memories and my experiences. And so, you know, have your memories and have your experiences and really, really cherish those. Oh, wow, War Eagle, you must have a dually. You must drive a dually then. Is that right? Because if you have a fifth wheeler, you have to have a dually. Because we know all about that. We had two motorhomes. We had a 40-foot bounder and we had a diesel, which I drove. Hey, One King, welcome, welcome. And then we had a 40-foot bounder and we had a 35-foot Winnebago Sightseer. And driving a fifth wheeler is a little trickier than driving a motorhome. Okay, you got to really know what you're doing. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable, me personally, because I'm, you know, not technically savvy in that way. If I'd feel comfortable pulling something that big, and I know people pull a fifth wheel and a car or a truck. I mean, it's like, how awesome is that? You know, that is so awesome. And so live your dream, whatever your dream is. Your dream doesn't have to look like anybody else's. You design your own dream. You know, when we designed our dream for our family, it wasn't to get in a motorhome again, because we've already done that. It wasn't to buy a boat. It wasn't to buy, go parachuting. It was to renovate our little beach house and to go back and forth there and to include our family in that. And that's, you know, we designed it according to our circumstances and what was right for our life. Remember, everyone's life is different and everyone has different circumstances and different blessings and different challenges. So you have to mold your dream around your circumstances and your challenges and your blessings. And that's what you do, and your opportunities. Wow, War Eagle. Wow. That's great. That's great. Yeah, I know. You know, I often said when I get old, my retirement home will be a motorhome or a camper. And the reason for that is if my kids lived in different places, which they probably won't because they'll probably always live with me or around us or something like that. But if they did, I would want to be able to go, I wouldn't want to live in with them, but I could pull up in their driveway. And if I couldn't drive it, I would have someone else drive it for me and get it there. So then I would just stay for whatever period of time, and then I would leave. And so, someday, if we ever downsize, and I hope we don't, I want to live here forever in my house here and in my beach house. I want to live in the Chew. But if I were to ever downsize, it would be into, I always tell my husband, I'm not buying a condo. I'm not buying a townhouse. I'm not buying a smaller house. It'll be a motorhome or it'll be a camper. One or the other. One or the other. That's it. That's it for me. I'm a little stubborn in a good way. In a good way. I'm only stubborn on good things, on things that I should be. Yep, me too, War Eagle. I'm gonna give it all I got to my very last breath. Whatever God gives me here, I'm gonna give my very, very best, and that's what I do. I give it my very best, and I come on YouTube. I'm here to motivate, inspire, uplift, but be honest. I'm honest. I don't give fake. Like, oh, if you wish it and dream it and think it, it'll happen. I'm not one of those people. I'm very practical. I'm very realistic. If you want it, you're going to have to make it happen. That's how I'm very practical that way. But I believe that we all can achieve our dreams if it's a right dream for our lives. But we have to make it happen. We have to make right choices, right decisions, have right plans, and then make right actions. So remember, it's in how you think, what you say, and what you do. It starts with what you think. And then what you think ultimately comes out of your mouth, and what comes out of your mouth ultimately usually pushes you in the direction of some kind of action. So you want it to be all positive, and you want it to be directed towards where you want to go, not to where you don't want to go. I grew up around some people, and I remember some of the people would say, like, if they did something wrong, they'd say, oh, I'm so stupid. And I never said that about myself. If I made a mistake, I'd say, I'm smart. I just made a mistake. War Eagle, were you ever stationed at El Toro? Were you ever stationed at El Toro Marine Corps Air Station? Because I know that well. And how long ago were you in? The Marine Corps? Because I love the Marine Corps. I love the Marines, but I knew El Toro before it closed down. El Toro Marine Corps Air Station. Was wonderful. Gosh, I've lived everywhere. I've lived so many lives in one. I really have. So anyhow, so today I'm going to probably go to the gym after I get off of the live here. My son is home, so he's watching a movie right now. Okay, in 1979 to 1989. Okay, a little bit before I was there. But yeah, 1979 and 1989. Yep. And I remember they used to wear, what is it, camis? Was it called camis or BD? Yeah, camis. They used to wear camis, those uniforms. They called them camis, I think. So yeah, I think I'm going to go to the gym, and I think I'm going to, go work out, and then tonight just relax. I might come on tonight. I don't know. There's so many people that do live streams. I feel like coming on, it's like I don't compete. I just come on, and I have a lot of friends that come on, and I don't want to kind of walk on their territory. But yet if I didn't walk on their territory or their walk on my territory, none of us would go on. So you kind of go on whenever you feel like it. I just go on. I go on whenever I feel like it. And, I go on, I'd like to start getting on more often. Hey, Mr. Positive. Thank you, my friend, for coming. Oh, Mr. Positive is here, my friend. Mr. Positive, I wasn't going to come on today. I was out. I did my 5-mile run. I'm a soaking wet mess because it rained on me when I was out there. And I was going to go to the gym, but I didn't want to go wet, and I didn't want to go take a shower before I went to the gym because I'm going to get sweaty again. And so I said, you know what? I think I'll just pop on live for a few minutes, unannounced, which I never announced anymore. So, you know, Mr. Positive, I'm trying to think about trying to get back on schedule. Remember how I was doing 1 o'clock and then 9 o'clock? Welcome, Joy, Joy. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Yes, of course, absolutely, Joy, Joy. I'll give you a blue wrench. And so this is the thing, is I would like to get back on oh yeah, I love the rain though. I loved running in it. I love it. Just that, you know, people look at you like you're crazy. I'm the only one out there on the trail. The trail is a little, you know, it's not by the road, but you can see from the road. And so people are passing, seeing me out there. I'm like an icon here in our little area. Everybody knows me as the lady who runs every day she's out there. You know, one woman came up to me because she was out on the trail one day. She said, I told my husband I had to meet you. I absolutely had to meet you. You know, you're the lady who runs. So she met me and I met her. Yeah, some days are unpredictable. And, you know, Mr. Positive, I do a lot of videos about we can control certain things in life and certain things we can't. Now, I could have controlled not going out there because I knew it was going to rain. But I was taking my chances, you know, and I could have controlled that. But it's a, you know, sometimes things, but I didn't, it looked like it had already stopped raining. So that's why I went out there. Because I like to be out in the fresh air. I keep all my doors open. As you can see, grandma's doors to grandma's porch is open out there. It's all screened in. I have fresh air in my house. I only put air conditioning on at night when we lock up, you know, for the security system. And then I put the, you know, lock everything up. Or you know, of course I lock it all up when I go out, you know, and I have the security system. So, yeah, it is. And fresh cut grass. You know, I love the sound of the lawnmower and I love the smell of fresh cut grass. I just do. Oh, thank you, War Eagle. Well, you enjoy your dinner. And what are you making, by the way? What are you cooking? Because I always love to know what people are cooking. You know, you're getting old when you ask other people what they're cooking for dinner, you know, but you know, it's like when you get old, you start reading the obituary. And I hate to tell you, but I read the obituaries. Not because I want to die, but because I want to see how people lived. I want to see how they lived. Yes, Mr. Positive. Yep. And, you know, I cut my own grass. People think it's funny that I cut my own grass. I love to cut my own grass. I've cut my grass since my husband and I've been married. And I love cutting grass. I just do. Get out there and I love the smell of the grass. I enjoy it. It's great exercise. Welcome, CMYU 212. Welcome. Mr. Positive, are you noticing that I'm not wearing glasses? Are you noticing that? Not wearing glasses, and I'm reading everything you all type in there. And I'm not saying apple cider vinegar did it, okay, but it started when I started drinking apple cider vinegar again, and I never wore glasses until I stopped drinking apple cider vinegar. So I don't know, but you can see I'm reading everything that you put in there, and you know, normally I can't see anything in the chat box. So, but no, I have no contacts in. You know, I did wear, one time I got contacts years and years ago. I didn't need them. But you remember the color contacts? I wanted to change my eye color all the time. And so I bought contacts, but I didn't like them. I didn't do well with them. I didn't like the contacts. I didn't like wearing them. So I didn't wear them. So no, I mean, I'm reading without anything, you know, just reading. And that reminds me, I got to drink my vinegar today. Vinegar, I drink vinegar, lemon juice. I drink all that celery juice, all that good stuff. You know, so this lady I was watching, I was talking about this earlier. She's 70 years old. I saw her, she was on TV, but I watched it through YouTube, and she looks 40, no face work or anything. And just amazing, but she's vegan. She's vegan, and she owns a vegan restaurant. Just amazing to look at her. You know, I do think people who eat extremely healthy, and I'm not suggesting vegan or vegetarian, but I do think it makes a big difference. You know, Mr. Positive, I don't know if it's the vinegar. I don't know what it is. But I just started being able to read. I just started being able to read again. You know, I mean, I'm just able to read without glasses. I mean, you know, I'll be 64, Mr. Positive. It's pretty good to read without glasses because at 40 is when people's eyes change, you know. So, but there again, I believe a lot of it has to do in how you take care of yourself. You know, people keep saying, oh, you had this plastic surgery. This one lady came on YouTube and she was so nasty to me. And she said, you've had lip fillers and I've had nothing other than what I said. I've had nothing. And so, you know, I live a very healthy lifestyle. Yes, absolutely, Mr. Positive. So, Mr. Positive, what time of the day is if I do a live and I can't, you know, it's like I'm so busy in my in-person life, but I'd like to start coming on at night again. You know, I was on every night and then people kind of lost track of me. Yeah, people can be. I didn't see it. Was there a comment in there, Mr. Positive? I didn't see it if there was, but yeah, but most people are good. We have to remember most people are wonderful. Most people are at least good, and there's some that are wonderful. Like I'm one of these people. If you met me in person, I am an amazing, wonderful person. I'm just telling you that right now. Everyone, my friend Christy was on here the last live I did, and she said, everyone, I know Diana in person, and she is exactly like what you're seeing. And you know, that's how I am. So if you meet an amazing person, you're very, very blessed. Oh yeah, 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 Mr. Positive, absolutely. Well, I blocked her because she wasn't nice, and I get a few trolls. Yeah, Mr. Positive, she had left a message because, and she just attacked me from no place. You know, she said, you know, you've had facelifts, you've had lip plumpers or whatever, fillers, and all this stuff, and you know, mine is because I take great care of my body. I take great care of me. I juice, I run, I exercise, I'm vegan, vegetarian, I avoid sugar. You know, well, I can't say I'm 100% avoiding sugar because I like a little piece of cake now and then, but overall, I avoid sugar. And yes, Mr. Positive, when do you suggest I do a live stream? What times of the day do you think are where people would begin to look for me? Because I've gotten so off schedule. I'm so completely, utterly people, you know, because YouTube doesn't push me out. So the thing is I can't rely on YouTube to push me out. They don't push me out for 24 hours, and that's 24 hours after the live is done. And so the only way people are going to know that I'm on is if I consistently come on. And I can't always consistently come on during the day, but I often can at night. Thank you, Mary Ann. Thank you, my beautiful friend. Thank you. Thank you so much. And so this is the thing, is that I'd like to come on in the evening again, but there again, you know, all my friends are on live too in the evening. So I'm stepping on their toes, but you know, that's the only way we can do it. That's the only way we can do it. I mean, I don't mind them being on live, so they shouldn't mind me being on live. I mean, it's just the way we just kind of go in and out of each other's lives, you know. I'm thinking, Mr. Positive, like 9 o'clock is a good time if I come on. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too, Mr. Positive. It's like I have to come on because sometimes we eat late. Because I have one son that works at a golf course. He goes to college and works at a golf course. And sometimes he doesn't get home till 8 o'clock. So we wait for him. So, you know, I don't want to rush dinner. So it's like I can't be on an exact time schedule, but if I could be on an approximate time schedule, say like 9 o'clock at night, would probably, you know, somewhere in that vicinity, anywhere from 8:30 to 10 o'clock, I could come on, you know, show up. And I think people would start to look for me again, you know, because, you know, if YouTube's not pushing me out, they're not pushing my notifications out, they're not pushing anything out, I have to rely on a set time, as close to a set time schedule. Yeah, Mr. Positive, this is what I say, okay? And this is for what it's worth. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this, Mr. Positive. If you came on at the exact same time that I came on, I would have zero problem with it because I know that we can't pick a perfect time. Okay. And second of all, I would probably tell everyone go over and, double dip, so to speak. Go over to Mr. Positive, play Mr. Positive while you're over here playing me, because you can do that. You can just kind of mute one at the other and go back and forth. I do it all the time when I have several friends on at once. And so, that's not taking anybody away. So I think do it, go for it. And if people are offended by it, that's their problem, not yours. I've stopped asking. I don't ask for permission unless that person, I need to ask. There's times in life we need to ask somebody. Like if I'm going to go out and buy a new car, I'm going to say, hey, honey, can I buy a new car? Not because I can't buy it, but because it's only right when you have someone else involved. Okay. But when it doesn't affect them, I don't ask for permission. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Positive. Just go up when you can. Don't worry about if anybody shows up or doesn't show up. And remember, they don't have to leave someone else's stream to come to your stream. They can double dip. They can triple dip. They can, have as many streams open as they want. And so no one's losing. Okay. Yeah, no one's losing on it. And so I just, I know I have a lot of friends that are up on the same time as I do, but I have to go on when I can go on. Otherwise, I'll never get on. And I'm too tired by midnight to go on. And, during the day, I have my family home. I have my family home. If you notice that board in the back by my oven, that's a brand new oven they installed today. I was talking about that earlier, but we don't have that painted yet. That's actually not a board. It's a piece of wood. And because they had to custom fit it. And so I have two brand new ovens, one on top of the other. Beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous ovens. And, but they have to paint that white. So that's not been done yet. Otherwise, I would show you my new oven. I would show you my new oven. So, yeah. So I think I'm going to head to the gym. Maybe. It's a maybe. It's a maybe, not a for sure, because I got to talk to my son and see what he's going to do. And I may go to the gym and then come home, and I might come on tonight. Might. It's not a for sure. It's a might. I just want to get back to my routines if I can. Yeah, Mr. Positive. Yeah, most people watch me in replay. That's why when I came on here today without notice, I knew YouTube wasn't going to push me out. I didn't think anyone would show up here. I didn't think anyone would come on, not one person. So I just started talking as I would a regular video. And I just started talking as if I was going to do a regular video, and then they watch it in replay because most people will see it in replay. That's how it works with me. And that changed about 6 months ago. And I don't know if it's because I do both content and live streaming. Remember, I'm a content person, and really it's frowned upon to do both on your channel. You either do one or the other, and you have a separate channel for the other, but I do both on this channel. So I think that's why my live stream does not get pushed out, because they know that I'm a content provider. And I'm a content provider versus live streaming. But I like to come on. I like to, touch base with everybody. Well, I'm glad you do, Mr. Positive, because most people don't. And Mr. Positive, many, many, many of my long-term friends have been unsubscribed, and I've been unsubscribed to them. And it's not my new friends that I'm losing. I'm losing old friends, people that come to me all the time, people that I go to all the time. So I don't understand, back in December 5th, I remember the day when I was talking to YouTube, and they said, oh, yeah, you have 26,000. I said, I don't have 26,000. I have 12,200 after being purged. And they said, no, you have 26,000. I said, well, it doesn't show. And then they went and researched it, and they had taken them away over a period of time. They had taken them away. So I'd actually had 26,000 in December. I'd probably be about 40,000 right now if they had not put the brakes on my growing. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm here because I enjoy being here. If no one watches me, well, at least someday when I'm passed on, hopefully my videos will be up here, and, people that I will never meet, never, see, maybe my life will you know, affect them in a very positive, inspirational way. Yeah, Mr. Positive. But, you know, I grew rapidly. I was growing rapidly for a non-celebrity. And I guess when all this took place, they put the brakes on me to grow. So now I grow maybe 20. I did grow about 40 last night. I did grow and keep them. But normally I don't keep that many. I keep about 10 or 20 a day, and out of 250. Yeah, Mr. Positive. At this point, I would do the live streams. Even if no one shows up, I would do them because you're going to need your watch hours once you hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. And the only way you can get those hours is through live streaming. I'm telling you, the content, you know, as much content as I do, and you know, I do a lot and I get a lot of views. I don't get, and they take my views away like, you know, sometimes I'll come up with a live, and one day I had like 600, 700, 800 views, but they knocked it down to 400. I mean, that by the next day. So I don't know, you know, there has to be a certain element of time people stay on your video or whatever. Hey, Big Tim. Wonderful to see you, my friend. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm getting ready to sum it up, Big Tim. I wasn't going to be on here long. I was headed for the gym and I wanted to pop on here and all of that good stuff. And before I got to the gym, because I haven't been on, you know, with my recordeds I've been on, but not with my other. Yeah. Oh, that's great, Big Tim. Everyone, let's go to Big Tim's channel and watch a video because he put a new video up. Thank you, Big Tim. Thank you. And Mr. Positive, do what you're happy doing here. As long as it's correct and within YouTube guidelines, I say do what makes you happy. If you want to go back to that Saturday morning, whatever, I have not seen one of them, then do it. Then do it. Then do it. Do what makes you feel good about you. Okay. If you don't feel good about you, then don't do it, you know? Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Positive. I would love that. I would love that. I would love that. You have to let me know. You have to let me know because I don't always see my messages until, like, if you put a message up, I may not see it till that night when I go to check my comments because I'm busy making content and I'm busy putting up content and editing content and running and going to the gym and my family and going to college. Okay. My phone is beeping. Let me hear what it says. It's either we get those Amber alerts in our state, but we also get like tornado watches. So I don't know. I don't think we're having a tornado today. So hopefully not. I hope not. But that was my phone going off going, you know how you get one of those alerts? So we'll see. Yes. Okay. So Mr. Positive, that is the key. That is the key. Your soul will tell you if it doesn't fit, then quit. If it doesn't fit, quit. So if it doesn't feel right, quit. You know, I've done videos on topics that I felt very strong about. One of them was political, but I never put it up. Never put it up because I didn't feel that it fit my channel. It didn't fit my agenda here. My agenda here is to inspire, lift up, and I didn't want to get into the political arena, and so I didn't put it up. I didn't feel good about it. You know, you will know if you know it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Oh, thank you, Big Tim. You know, Big Tim, thank you for your kindness and your support. And thank you for always coming by. You're amazing and you're wonderful. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And Big Tim, if you will, leave me a comment on on today's video so that I will come back and watch your video tonight. Because in my busyness, sometimes I forget and I want to come back and watch your videos. And don't leave me a comment over here. Leave me a comment on whatever video I put up today. And that way, when I do my comments at night is when I go back and watch people's videos. And I'd love to see your video. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Positive, right. And so if it's not making you feel good about yourself, you know, there's one channel I don't go on, and I really like the person. I talk to him. I see him all the time in live streams. They come to my live stream, but I don't go up on their I don't go up on their panel, most certainly, and I don't go to their live stream. And it's because one day they had two people. This is a while back, and maybe it's changed, but they had two people that really went after each other, and the moderator would be like me, didn't do a thing, and let this one guy really tear apart this other guy. And the other guy really was kind of defenseless. Hey, world beauty, welcome, welcome, my friend, welcome, my beautiful friend. And so I didn't go back. I didn't feel good, you know, and I'd love to go up on that panel because it's a pretty popular channel. I get invited all the time to go up there, but I don't want to be putting myself into that situation because I don't feel good. So it's not worth it for me to gain a lot of subscribers by going on that channel. Two things can happen. Number one, I'm not going to feel good about myself because I'm going to get in the midst of all this chaotic kind of conversation. And number two, I feel like I'm not protected up there. If someone came after me verbally in a nasty way, I don't feel like I'd be protected verbally, you know, so I don't want to put myself there. Yeah, I am, Mr. Positive. I'm going to head on out, I guess, you know. I have either that or I'm going to go do some other things. I have a lot of things, wonderful things to do here. So yeah, one or the other. But I wanted to come on and I wanted to say hello. And I know I hadn't been on, and I'm not consistent with, I'm consistent with my recordings. I'm just not consistent with my live streams. So I'm going to try to come back more consistently. I can't promise, but I'm going to try to be on like 9-ish at night, 9:30, you know, somewhere in that ballpark. And I'm going to try to sometimes come on during the day, like around 1 o'clock, as long as things aren't too busy. So, but thank you all for coming on. Thank you for everything. And do share me out and do shout me out, and I'll do the same for you. And just let me know so that I'll do the same for you. Okay. So thank you, thank you, thank you. May God bless you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, and be looking for the one called Don't Let Your Life Go on a Decline, because I'm going to put that up shortly, probably before I go to the gym. Okay, so love you all much, and hopefully maybe I'll even see you tonight. If my husband and I are not busy tonight, I might even be on tonight. Okay, so thank you. May God bless you, and I'll talk to you all soon again. Bye-bye.